So it's been a few weeks since I last uploaded a video. I've been working on other projects, so this took a backseat for a little bit. But I managed to get the skins drilled off the ailerons, which was pretty much identical to taking them off the flaps. And I've started taking this skin off. As you can see, there's only a couple things to do. Drilling the skin rivets was basically the same as the flaps and the ailerons. They're CCR rivets. You just drill the center out, pop the head off, and that's it. But there's some brackets on the inside of the airplane that I'll show you. And once those have the rivets drilled out of them, the skin should just come off. Originally, I thought I would have to drill the brackets off that hold the skin onto the metal structure underneath. But as I looked closer, there are riv nuts in the aluminum brackets, so all I had to do was undo a couple of screws, and I was able to lift the skin off. One of the screws on the leading edge was frozen in the nut plate, which isn't surprising with a plane this old. So I tried a couple tricks to get it out. Here I'm tapping a screwdriver with a small hammer, hoping that the percussive force will get the screw to break free, but that didn't work. Next, I tried grabbing the screw head with some vice grips, but while they grab it, they can't get it to turn in the nut plate. out with methods that wouldn't leave a shank in the nut plate, I decided to drill the head off. This works, but now I have to get the shank out of the nut plate somehow. With the skin off, we really start to get a sense of what kind of shape the frame is in. And on the surface, it looks kind of bad, and in certain areas, like right there, it is pretty bad. But that is repairable with a weld repair and some new channel. If you come over here to this spot where I just really quickly sand it off down to the bare metal, it's in remarkably good shape. So that's pretty good news. Next order of business is going to be getting the rear passenger door and the forward main entry door removed so that we can start taking them apart, take the glass out, and see what kind of condition it's in on the inside. Taking the rear passenger door off is fairly straightforward. You just need a 3/8 wrench and a 3/8 socket on a ratchet. Loosen the bolts, leave them in the hole as pins, and leave the door closed so that it doesn't fall. Undo the hardware, open the door up, grab it with one hand, and then pull the bolts and the door comes right off.